Recent developments revealed that India has enacted a measure to prohibit domestic military drone manufacturers from using components originating in China due to security concerns. This initiative aligns with India's ongoing efforts to enhance its military capabilities by incorporating unmanned quadcopters, long-endurance systems, and autonomous platforms. The heightened tensions between India and its nuclear-armed neighbor, China, coupled with India's military modernization aspirations, have led to this move. The restrictions primarily focus on preserving intelligence-gathering integrity and security by avoiding potential vulnerabilities associated with Chinese-made parts and drones' communication functions, cameras, radio transmission, and operating software. Confidential sources, including defense and industry officials, as well as documents examined by Reuters, shed light on this initiative. While the Indian government officials chose anonymity due to the sensitivity of the topic, they unveiled the strategic motivation behind these actions. India's approach to limiting Chinese-made components complements its phased import restrictions on surveillance drones since 2020. These restrictions are being executed through military procurement procedures, as revealed by documents. The concerns about security vulnerabilities are manifest in India's refusal to accept equipment or subcomponents from countries that share land borders with India, with China being the unspoken reference. This stringent stance was communicated during meetings related to drone tenders in February and March. The directive to exclude subsystems from border-sharing nations stems from perceived security loopholes that compromise sensitive military data, prompting the requirement for vendors to disclose the origin of components. While China has consistently denied any involvement in cyberattacks, India remains vigilant. It's noteworthy that the U.S. Congress also banned the Pentagon from procuring or utilizing drones and components manufactured in China in 2019. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's push for building India's drone capabilities, particularly in response to potential threats from China, reflects a broader national security strategy. With a significant allocation of funds for military modernization in 2023-24, India aims to develop its drone industry while mitigating security concerns. The ban on Chinese parts, however, has inadvertently increased the cost of producing military drones domestically, compelling manufacturers to seek alternative component sources. The dependence on Chinese components within the supply chain has resulted in higher production expenses. The founder of a Bengaluru-based drone supplier for India's military, Samir Joshi, emphasizes the dependence on Chinese-made components within the supply chain. The switch to non-Chinese alternatives has significantly inflated costs for manufacturers, who are now exploring ways to minimize these financial impacts. India's reliance on foreign manufacturers for both components and entire drone systems underscores the nation's technological gaps. To bridge these gaps, the government is working on indigenous drone projects, such as the Tapas drone, which has met most requirements but still requires further development to meet operational altitude and endurance goals. India's struggle to develop domestic engines suitable for drone propulsion has hampered indigenous drone projects. The Tapas drone, while nearing military trials, faces engine-related constraints. Remember to subscribe.